I uploaded a picture of me yesterday where my arm was up, and someone did in the comments say, yes, armpit.
Yep, that's me. You might be wondering how I got myself in this situation.
Well, hi there. So I've seen this clip floating around YouTube, and it's of iDubbbz and his wife Anissa, I think. Anissa, something like that. And it's of iDubbbz giving dating advice, and it looks pretty cringe, so I thought I'm gonna have to cover this. And I was thinking about it, and I thought SugarTits needs to be a part of this. So here's SugarTits.
Hi.
All right, do you have any questions before we go into this?
Yeah, so why don't you give me a little rundown here, because I don't keep up with iDubbbz. As far as I know, he went a bit lefty psycho.
Well, he had a bit of a coming to Jesus type moment, like trolls remorse sort of thing. And a lot of people think it's because of Anissa. Like, he got together with her and she was like, oh, you're being insensitive, iDubbbz.
Oh, okay, she's sort of a feminist type.
I don't know much about her, but I know she's got an OnlyFans.
Oh, shit.
And I'm pretty sure she's like iDubbbz's first girlfriend maybe, or like first serious girlfriend that he married.
So am I about to witness the cuckening?
I think so, yeah. I haven't watched the full clip, but I thought this needs your input. This really needs your input.
Why have so many OG YouTubers just backflipped?
I don't know. Trolls remorse.
We've been around a long time. You remember the kind of shit these people used to say back in the day?
Oh yeah, it was great. It was funny as fuck.
It's just funny to think that so many of them have just turned about on all of the shit they spewed.
Yeah, well, people change, I suppose.
Oh yeah, you get that, don't you? It's like, SugarTits, people are allowed to change, okay? People are allowed to better themselves.
Yeah, and that's true and all. I guess, like, I started YouTube when I was over 30, so my opinions were pretty sort of set in stone. Like, I wasn't making any dramatic changes after 30.
You're a dick.
Yeah, I'll always be a dick.
You're more of a dick.
All right, you ready?
All right, let's go.
Okay, I had an idea. Oh, fuck. I should have prepared the voicemails. Oh, well, that'll be next time.
What do you think of his mullet?
I don't like it. Mullets are really big at the moment. They've made a big comeback, but I've never really been a fan of the mullet.
It just looks greasy, doesn't it? It looks greasy and gross.
It looks greasy and unkempt.
And that mustache isn't helping.
And it's the team up with the moustache and the mullet.
Yeah.
It doesn't work for him. For some, it works, but not for him.
This is iDubbbz dating advice segment.
Ooh. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm giving the people what they want. They've been asking for it for weeks.
Really?
Yeah.
Dating advice?
Yes. Everyone's been asking for dating advice on the, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're like, oh, you bagged a cool one. Tell me how.
I don't believe that. I don't believe
That's more like bagging advice.
She doesn't believe him. I mean, he's like, yeah, everyone on the internet's been asking, like, how I bagged a cool one. They want dating advice. And she's like, really? Wait, from you?
Do you even know the story of how they hooked up?
I don't know. I tuned out of iDubbbz like years ago. Yeah, a couple of years ago, I
Was
think.
he a subscriber?
Of her OnlyFans?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And
I don't know,
DM'd her, slid into her OF DMs.
Oh, I don't know.
Hey, baby, I really dig your tatted up nipples.
I'm famous on the internet.
I'd like to squeeze them.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys some bagging advice.
Huh?
I heard this piece of advice. First, it started as like a advice on like how to decide on what home you should buy to get like a lot of value in a home. And this one guy was describing it on TikTok as like, I love trains, so I would buy a house near some train tracks. And for me, that would be awesome and wouldn't bother me and my lifestyle at all.
I mean, it'd bother a lot of people. It's not considered very attractive to buy a house next to train tracks. And I saw this part. This is sort of going to like, you're the train tracks.
I was going to say, where the fuck is he going with this? I'm going to tell you how to bag a really cool woman. Trains and real estate.
Well, I think it's going to be basically him saying, settle for something that's a little bit fucked up if you don't mind that part of them that's fucked up, sort of thing.
Meanwhile, everyone else on the market in the scene, they would be like, oh, I'm not going to buy this house because I'm afraid that the train will wake me up or it'll be disturbing or something about it. Apply that logic to the dating world. When you're looking for a potential partner, you can, I'm not saying you should, apply this universally, but you can say, oh, like for me, I'm like, I don't mind any hair length on you.
I don't think that's what we're talking about.
He's dancing around this, isn't he? Like a
I
sombrero.
know. And look at her.
Where are you going with this?
Yeah, Ian, let's talk about my hair.
You got a problem with my OnlyFans?
Am I the fucking train here? Am I the station?
You could be bald. Your hair could be down to the floor. Any hairstyle, as far as I know, I'm racking my brain through all the different like options of hairstyles, and I'm like, yeah, they're all fine. I don't care.
Well, I mean, she's obviously the same. Look at his hair.
Where is he going with this?
Well, he's saying, like, settle for the train tracks. He's saying, like, if you're happy with train tracks, then settle for the house next to the train tracks when no one else will. It's an analogy,
Yeah, but
obviously.
it's two analogies now. It's like,
Well, no, it's not. The train tracks is the analogy. The hair is the real world thing he's applying the analogy to. But I think the hair is a cover for the OnlyFans.
fuck's sake. I'm like waiting for the shoe to drop. Like, just say what you want to say.
And that kind of opens you up for like a lot more options that, you know, you didn't necessarily consider. I'm realizing that I'm caring less about body hair.
What the fuck? His mind is scattered. You were trying to talk around me when I said this before, that he's just jumping from random points, like one to another, like a fucking monkey on acid, swinging from branch to branch. Why is he saying I don't care about body hair now?
Well, because he's saying just accept the things that are a little bit fucked up if you like other things about them, is basically what he's saying. He's saying the trick to bagging a cool girlfriend is like find a cool girl with some fucked up shit and just accept the fucked up shit. Like me, I don't mind trains. And trains is an analogy for short hair. And like I said, short hair is an analogy for you're a whore.
Like women with like armpit hair or
I think that's my fault.
arm hair.
Like 4 years ago, I just stopped shaving as often. And I think you've just had to get used to it.
No, that's not true.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I
shave
don't-
all the time.
No, I only shave when I'm doing OnlyFans.
No.
Let's just take a second to consider what she's saying. I don't really shave that much. I only shave when I'm doing OnlyFans. And he's like, you shave all the time. What are you talking about? You shave all the time. So he never sees her naked.
Everyone else is seeing her naked
Yeah.
on the reg.
Yeah, maybe he only knows her naked body from like OnlyFans. That's like 90% of his experience with her naked body. What are you talking about? Every time I see you, you've shaved. It's like, yeah, well, that's because every time you see her naked, he's on OnlyFans.
And can we also just acknowledge that she's kind of in a backhanded way saying, I don't give a shit enough about you to shave. I don't care about pleasing you. I need to please my money making.
Yeah.
money making.
Go
men.
sit in the corner, lad. I'll shave for the paying customers.
Yeah.
Isn't this? I told you this was brutal, didn't I?
I think your perception of like what is shaven and what is not shaven is different.
Okay.
Because you can get like a little stubble and you're like, oh, I'm Sasquatch or whatever. That's not true.
No.
To the untrained eye, I'm like, yeah, that's a naked leg.
No, I won't shave for like 3 weeks on my armpits sometimes.
Is 3 weeks long?
It's long enough to get substantial hair. And if you're a regular shaver,
Like, what are we calling substantial? Like, if I rubbed your leg, if my leg rubbed your leg in bed, would it feel like sandpaper?
oh, okay. Well, if it's the leg, I'd say, yeah, it would feel kind of sandpapery after 3 weeks. Yeah.
Well, I suppose it depends on your hair growth rate. Maybe you're a Sasquatch.
Sometimes I look down, I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, the armpits I don't even fucking care about though.
I know,
And why
you-
does anyone care about that?
It's-
They're just the fucking under your arm.
No, I
like,
know, I
unless
agree.
someone's like sexually attracted to armpits, I don't get the
Which, by the way, I uploaded a picture of me yesterday where my arm was up, and someone did in the comments say, yes, armpit. So they do exist.
Oh, did you see that face? I think I saw it was Harmful Opinions talking about this. That is the soy jack face. Imagine that. I uploaded a picture to my OnlyFans the other day and someone said, oh fuck yeah, armpit. Oh, I mean, people joke about this shit on your channel and stuff, and that's fine, I get that. But imagine if it was like, legit, I'm jacking off to your wife's armpit.
There's all sorts of freaky deaky shit. Isn't there like people who are attracted to the sole of their feet?
so
Okay, so body hair. What about
so-
like height? Like maybe you're a guy who doesn't
Yeah.
mind tall women.
yes.
You could bag a
I'm
9
also
or
in that
10.
category. I don't care how tall you are.
Yeah.
I mean, although I haven't been with anyone who's taller than me.
It's very hard to be taller than you as a woman.
Yeah. But I don't know. Seems interesting.
Wait, I have a question. Why is it hard for a woman to be taller than the man?
What for him? Well, because he's
No. What you just said. You said it's very hard for a woman to be taller than the man.
Yeah, he means uncommon.
Isn't it just the reverse of it's saying it's hard for men to be short in the dating pool because women want tall men, and then you reverse it and it's like it's hard for women to be tall in the dating pool because men don't want their chicks to be too much taller than them?
I think you're overthinking it.
No, I said taller than you, him specifically.
Huh? Oh, it's very, very rare.
It's hard for a woman to be taller than him. It would be difficult to find a woman.
Oh,
It'd be
rare.
difficult to grow. Well,
When you say hard, I thought it was like difficult.
It was more poetic language.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
the same thing,
Sorry,
though,
I
but
just misinterpreted what you said.
it's difficult to find a woman out there that is
Yeah. To find.
taller than
Got
you.
it.
You're 6'1".
Yeah.
There's not a lot of women that
No, you're right. It is rare. I thought you were. My bad.
It's hard to date someone.
No, Dane was right.
You keep. I
I
think
like saying it that way.
No. I
wonder.
get what you're saying. It's
Yeah.
just that.
Oh, for fuck's sake, quit with the English lessons. Who cares what she's saying? It's uncommon and it's probably hard too. And
Yeah,
it
where's
would
the
be.
good shit you were talking about? Where's the cuck shit?
This is all I've seen, so I just assume there's more.
But find what I'm saying is, if you're trying to find that special someone, find some things that you can stand about people, or that you like in people, or that you don't have, that other people find like super important, that you don't. And then you apply that in your dating world. I'm not saying,
Yeah, he's saying settle. Yeah.
Settle.
He's saying find a chick with some fucked up traits and be okay with those fucked up traits.
Yeah. The majority of people wouldn't accept those fucked up traits.
I mean, I guess there's some truth to that, but like, why would you say that to your wife? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Does it seem like there's like an element of copium going on here where he's all about the just settle? It's like, seems like major copium to me.
Yeah, he's like, it seems like he's appeasing her. And I get the feeling that she's like this almighty judge sitting there judging his every word. And he's like, no, this is what I mean, honey. I guess what I'm trying to say is, you know what I mean?
Whipping boy.
Yeah.
and then you apply that in your dating world. I'm not saying, intentionally like lower your standards or not care about certain things. Like, what are you going to do? We're all raised in the same kind of world. I wasn't always this way. There was a time in my life where I think I would care a lot more about a hairstyle. Not so much anymore.
Clearly not. Look at you. Fucking hell.
That's so insulting. He's saying this to his wife. Like, honey, before I met you, I had high standards.
Yeah.
And now that I've met you, I've just realized that I don't need to have high standards.
I don't even mind your fucked up hair. Yeah, he's like not good at this, is he?
No.
He shouldn't have brought this up on this podcast.
Right.
Why did that change?
Why did it change, Ian? What are you saying about my hair?
Yeah.
What, am I a fucking train with ugly hair?
Are you saying you lowered your standards for me? Huh?
I think just because it doesn't really matter, like, I don't know, there's aspects of like, I think particularly like sexuality, like it doesn't, I've realized that just isn't a component to like getting me off.
What, hairy armpits and short hair and train tracks? What the
I don't know. So, what I'm getting is that ages ago, old iDubbbz used to have some standards where he cared about physical attraction, about beauty, like, shallow things like, how long the hair is, and the beauty of the person who was going to bust his nut and get him off.
And now he doesn't
And now-
really care, and that's why I'm with you, honey.
That's right, yeah.
And she looks fucking pissed, doesn't she? Like, when it cuts to her, you can see, like, she's not liking this.
Yeah, because he's accidentally saying,
He's going to get it talking to.
you're a fugly bitch that lowered my standards. I don't care that you're not beautiful. I don't care that I wouldn't have banged you like old OG iDubbbz wouldn't have banged you back in the day. I don't care about that now.
I mean, she's not ugly. She's just like an OnlyFans chick, and so you're kind of like, ew.
It's the body count thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Someone could be really beautiful in front of you and then say that their body count is like 50 dudes and then automatically it just, they drop from a 10 to a 5.
Yeah, you see the most attractive chick in front of you and it's like, oh yeah, I went to an orgy last night.
Yeah.
is the idea that someone has long hair or naked armpits or anything like that. I'm like,
Yeah.
I can fucking cross these things off a list for sure.
Yeah.
Like, it's not important.
So they would be on my list, but they're not because...
So he's got a what's important to getting my nut off list. And over the years, he's been crossing things off this list.
Yeah.
I just like envision him with a fucking list.
And that's how we ended up here, baby.
Yeah.
First it was train tracks.
When I met you, I realised I had to cross about 10, 15 things off that list.
Again, she's not ugly.
No.
Like we're
No,
not...
look, we're saying this in the context of what he is saying, how he's saying it, okay?
Yeah. We're not bagging on her looks because she's not ugly. But
I used to
it's
have
just-
standards, but now I'm with you, baby.
What is needed to get you off?
Does she really have to ask him that?
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
Does she really want the world to know that?
And how's he's like inhale, like,
Yeah, like his
fuck,
balls
I'm going to have to
just...
think about this. How do I not offend her?
Yeah. She is fucking setting the trap
Yeah.
right now.
Historically, I found that I like breasts.
That's true.
Historically.
Yeah.
What the fuck are we watching?
Historically, I found that I liked breasts. Ever since I was a wee baby.
Breaking. Man discovers that he finds breasts attractive when seeking a mate.
Enough said.
Yeah. You like curvy women, which is also
Enough said.
partially why like the implants were like such a no-brainer. 'Cause that's like what you were
I was like, sure.
into.
Yeah.
The bigger the breast, the
But during this, I mean, like, the reason I said historically as well is because even something like that, I've like been like, oh, this doesn't make too much of a difference to me.
This is getting tedious, isn't it?
Yeah, why is this so awkward? Why do I feel like I'm watching, what's that fucking movie? Super Bad with McLovin, like describing all the things he likes about chicks. I
got a booty.
I got a booty.
And that could be
I think
because
it's
I've
'cause
found
you had
love
it.
and I've found marriage and I've found the person that, like,
maybe
I do relate to the worm thing now where I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, would you still love me if I was a worm? I'm like, yeah.
but I also think that like I was still a big chest, but I had a smaller chest. Then I got implants and I don't think it changed much for you.
True.
Like you had it. It was like the grass is greener where it's like,
Right.
oh, this actually is not different enough.
She got implants for the OnlyFans. Come on, let's be real here. She didn't get
Yeah.
implants for Ian.
She won't
doesn't
even
fucking-
shave for you,
She doesn't
right?
fucking shave for
Yeah,
Ian. Yeah.
you were gonna say that. She doesn't even fucking shave for you, like she got the implants for you.
So then it was like a no-brainer when I was really uncomfortable with them to take them out because you were like, oh, I actually don't care as much as I like visually. It's more.
Yes, and I will say,
Wait, she took them out? So she got implants and took them out?
I don't know. I think that's what is wrong with these vain, fucked up people. You care too much about.
Wouldn't that like make like elastic, saggy skin? I suppose you could get like skin grafts or Botox. I don't know.
I don't know. I actually don't know what would happen to the titties. They would be definitely stretched out unless you get more surgery to unstretch them. I don't fucking know. Why get them in the first place?
specifically for me, I got to this point where I was like, I really care about how you feel about the situation.
Yeah.
And like with the amount that you did not like and how uncomfortable
Yeah.
having implants made you feel.
Yeah.
He looks scared.
He does look scared, doesn't he? He's like, I just care about your feelings, baby. Trust me, it's about your feelings. Why did he bring this whole topic up?
I don't know, but look at his eyes. He looks strung the fuck out, right? He looks stressed.
Yeah.
I care about what you think, baby.
Yeah, this whole thing has just been like, okay, I'm going to bring up this topic, I'm going to talk about it, and I'm going to dance my way around my wife, and she's sitting there like, just go on, say it, motherfucker. Say it.
I feel like this whole interview has been her setting little traps, little booby traps for him. Booby traps.
Just all the time in a variety of different ways. I was like, this is like uncomfortable and not fun for me.
Yeah.
Like I'm not,
This is uncomfortable and not fun for me. I thought this would be much better.
this isn't doing anything. Like I so much, it makes me so much happier to see you happy and like whatever whatever needs to be done in that case to remedy it, I'm like all for.
What if she said, okay, I want to graduate from OnlyFans to porn? Would he be like, well, whatever makes you happy, baby?
Of course he will. He's cucked deep.
You reckon he would?
He's waist cuck deep at this
Okay,
point.
baby,
Neck deep, even. He's neck cuck deep.
Are you going to shave for the porno?
Like, look, you saw his face before. He's strung the fuck out. He's stressed. And
Yeah.
she's setting up little traps.
Yeah, his eyes are like darting, aren't they?
Yeah.
And she's just sitting there like, what you got to see, boy?
I think a lot of young, I'll say young men and men that have not found love and haven't been like taught the tools,
Right.
they are less likely to understand that concept. That like if you're interested in the core, it's kind of like if you like pizza, you're going to like pizza if it has pepperoni on it.
Right.
You're going to like pizza if it has like, white sauce on it. Like you're a pizza person.
Who the fuck has pizza with white sauce? But another analogy. Train tracks,
fucking analogy.
pizzas, fucking Christ.
I'm analogied out at this fucking
Yeah.
point. And everyone's the same. No one looks at someone and think, their core is really fucking sexy. The core is turning me on right now. Like, you're not attracted to the core when you first meet someone.
Yeah. They're talking about bagging here, so this doesn't make sense to be talking about this sort of stuff.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're talking about bagging, you're talking about the initial first contact, the core and all of that, falling in love with them for who they are and their core. That shit comes later in the relationship.
Yeah. This is cringe. I don't want to watch this anymore. Let's see what the fans said.
Yeah, come on, I came for the funny shit. What is this crap?
Mayo Egg says, here's how to get dates. Have very low standards and tolerate anything, said Ian right into his wife's face.
Yeah.
Hurry Up Grandma says, my wife is a fucked up house near a train station that no one wants. Space Ghost Derp says, Anissa and Ian have more of an awkward co-worker dynamic than a romantic dynamic. This is absolute coal.
It's true, isn't it? It's kind of torturous watching them.
Yeah.
They're so awkward. That can only come from a very one-sided dominated relationship, yeah? He looks like he's under her thumb.
J83 says, Anissa will shave for random men on the internet, but not for her own husband. She's our girlfriend. Fucking
She's
brutal.
everyone's girlfriend, bruh.
Brutal, man. Mr. Vaminsky says, my wife does not shave for me. My wife shaves for gooners on the internet. Fuck me, this is depressing.
It is. This is like this whole video, this whole little segment of this video you shown me is just like a cuck's guide to cope.
Jinjo Watts says, the lack of chemistry between these two is laughable. It's like they don't even like each other. The name of this podcast is obviously tongue-in-cheek. Probably Anissa's idea, but I'll be damned if it ain't true. You know what the podcast's called? She Ruined My Career.
Yoko.
Well, that was fucking cringe.
They're right though about the whole chemistry thing. So this is an ongoing show.
Yeah.
Like you just showed me what, 10 minutes? Was it 10 minutes even?
I suppose, yeah, something like that.
I feel like a part of me has died inside.
Yeah, it was horrible. Anyway, I thought that was going to be funner than what it was.
I know, I thought it was going to be really funny. We were going to be laughing the whole time.
Yeah, I'll probably still put it together and chuck it out. Fuck it. Yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Catch you later.
See ya.